Good morning, everybody. This is Luke. Hope everybody is fine. We already got 8 people in here. We didn't start yet. Um, welcome aboard again. As usual, we have the same Shisha, same pipe. And we're going to be doing the AM session today with market open in 2 minutes. Silent just joined in. Welcome, Silent brother. How are you doing?
Good morning.
Silent, are you there? Silent.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. How are you doing, bro?
Awesome. I was making sure my mic was set up. I'm good, doing good this morning. How you doing?
Good,
I
good, good.
accidentally chose the wrong logo, so I'm trying to fix that.
Good morning, everybody, and
Good
happy
Yo,
morning, buddy.
Thursday,
Mr.
Uh,
Waleed.
what up,
Mr.
what up?
Silent in the building, Mr. Shisha Man,
What's
Luke
up,
himself
guys?
in the building.
Let's
What up,
go.
guys? How you doing?
We're all good, bro. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm just messing around on a practice account, having some fun.
Nice, yeah.
Ready
Silent
to make
stream
some
whenever you
bread,
want,
man.
brother.
Oh, I thought.
So your
Sorry.
So
screen, so
Silent is gonna take over the stream today. Let's go.
yes,
Oh,
sir.
that's nice.
Finally, finally, bro.
We're gonna learn something, eh?
Yes, sir. All right, there we go.
Sorry, I'm just making. I'm trying to host the stream from Opera. I joined the restream thing from Opera, so I'm trying to
It
get
doesn't
everything
work
set
well on
up.
Opera.
Opera GX?
Yeah, it's a
It's
bit
best on
buggy.
on Google Chrome. That's what I use for
It's
registering.
optimized for Chrome, bro.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Maybe that's why I was lagging for me so bad then. Well, why does it
All
let
right.
me use,
So it's already
what?
open and market is going crazy.
Yeah.
We already have in one candle moving 28 points. So that's beautiful.
So I'm trying to figure out why there's this thing on top of my window. Let me redo this.
Look, you're muted, I think.
Oh, I was just saying, bro left me on the full screen.
Yeah.
T-shirt time, I
Bro,
guess, instead of markup.
is that a green screen behind you?
No, bro. It's true. True.
Let's go.
You like it?
Yeah, it's so good. So the market is
Is it
going
sharing?
really heavy to the downside. We are already at 1946.
Go ahead, Silent.
I'm trying to stream here. I don't know what's going on with it. Is it
We can
coming
see your
through for you
screen,
guys?
bro.
Okay.
Yeah, it's true.
All right, so we just mentioned that I was potentially looking for some upside off of a bounce from the midnight opening range, but I said if the volume balance here is going to be the deciding factor. We ran up into it just on the open, sliding back down. I want to see if this is just a sweep of some sell liquidity so we can start heading up higher. Otherwise, our clear drawn liquidity is going to be the new day opening gap here. Just waiting for first presentation for everybody up now.
Hey, by the way, Luke, did you get your payout yesterday?
Yes, sir.
Let's go.
They approved it
Real.
like 20 minutes ago, and then as soon as they approved it, took it from my balance. I took another trade, made 200 again. Thank God.
Let's
Oh,
go.
good as well.
GPT. Real trades
Yes,
makes you real PNL.
yes, sir. Whatever money you make is yours, literally yours. I make 200.
Yeah.
Instead of saying this is an active trading day, no, I'm gonna withdraw it. Why not?
200 a
Silent.
day, keep the apple away. I mean, the core away.
Yeah. We lost silence.
Oh,
All right,
silent.
until silent is back, guys. This is my game plan. Okay, so I think we will manipulate a little bit down here. We come back, touch this previous previous monthly high, and then crack all the way down again. That's my game plan. Oh, he's back now. Where'd you go, brother?
Sorry, I had to update this. Same thing. I had to update my window capture. It wasn't looking right on my screen. Okay.
There you go.
Go ahead.
Nice. Yeah. Okay.
No fair value gap so far, yeah?
Yeah, no. We're just hang out until then. We have news at 9:45 and at 10 a.m. So that's what we can kind of just chill and wait for.
Sounds good to me.
We have the PMI at 9:45 and 10 a.m. And we have nothing really open. Okay. Well, nothing really too crazy on the president's schedule. There's no executive orders or anything being signed today, so unless there's something, just sudden come upon the market, there's no news from Trump today. We have, so the downside, if we're gonna end up being bearish today, we have there's a fair value gap on the daily chart here that we can, well, what? Sorry, the 4-hour chart. I'm looking at my other screen for this. We can start drawing down here into this range, and then maybe head up after the news. It all depends on the sensitivity of this candle for me. If we respect this going into the news, we respect 19,921, the opening price of the 2 a.m. candle on the 4-hour chart. If we can respect that and just pull up off of that, and then maybe be in between the midnight opening range high and low when 9:45 comes out, I would think that would use it as a springboard again to head up into 20,100, 20,200 today. The reason why I wanted to open on the news in between the midnight opening range high and low is because it's the first time that we've tapped into a 4-hour rejection block on the New York Open. So just up to the open, we've been working this level. We can avoid needing to retrace all the way back down into this 4-hour fair value gap if there's the rejection block used. Significant pull up off of that range, and then open the news inside of this key time level of support. We could easily trade up to the open of the 8 a.m. candle on the news, validate this as a bullish order block, and send it higher at 10 a.m. I mentioned last night the end of week target for me is around 2300, and the level that I'm getting for that is this volume imbalance here. So we can put some horizontal rays on that in red, just so I can show you guys what it looks like on the lower time frame. So let's drop down into a 4-hour. It's just this price range here. So it's the wick, the weekly open here from the 9th of March. Okay, we traded down into the open on that 4-hour chart, rallied, took out some buy liquidity, and now we're dropping lower into this 4-hour 5-hour gap. Let's see what we can work with the first presentation today. We just got formation here. I've drawn the standard deviations off of the midnight opening range here. We can also cast them down. And you can see we've already tapped into one standard deviation at 3 a.m. Now we're sweeping the 3 a.m. lows. See if we can pull up off that range. Start to get bullish here. Do that at 3 a.m. Sets liquidity here. It's not quite the candle closure I would have wanted to see to have it go bullish just yet. So we're gonna chill and wait for the news. There's a midpoint of that 4-hour gap. This 15-minute structure does start to look bearish now. If we close significantly below the midnight opening range low and below this rejection block, then we're going to utilize this 4-hour buy side imbalance as a inversion setup to draw down into 3 standard deviations of the midnight opening range low. Or sorry, 3 standard deviations of the midnight opening range from high to low. Down at 5.5 and 6 deviations, we have a 15-minute buy side imbalance, but my eye is more focused on the new day opening gap. And I've drawn it from the open at 6 a.m. to the 4 o'clock close or 4:14 close. If you, since we're viewing it on the 15-minute chart, the close of the 4 o'clock candle is 4:14. So 769 to 835 is what I'm looking at for the new day opening gap today. Otherwise, it was very small. Yeah, good morning.
We got previous daily high below us, 880.
I wish there was a way to remove this bar. Maybe when you bring X now for later. Probably we can mess with it later, but I'm gonna send this picture of what it looks like.
Which bar?
On Opera, there's like this overlay that shows up for like a bar at the top of my screen. It's just telling me that I'm sharing the screen to restream, but it's just bothering me because it's showing up in my YouTube stream. It doesn't show up on restream. That's why I had to send a picture of it. Okay, notice how we're coming back up and closing above the 4-hour rejection block after delivering into more than half of that buy side imbalance. In a nutshell, we want this 4-hour candle to become another order block, since clearly this down close doji doesn't give us enough strength to rally from. If it was good this morning, we would have opened, stayed above the minute opening range and rallied, and we wouldn't have such a strong down close candle here. It'd be better if it can close up off that. Because we need to stay, price to build a bullish case today needs to stay above 835. Otherwise, we get a chance to go all the way down to 585. So I want us to stay above 835 and head to 2300 is basically what we're going with today. I'm gonna pop it along here. Just targeting midnight opening range high. Take off 5 here. I'm targeting this buy side liquidity. Take off 3 here. This candle needs to deliver immediately into our target. Okay, come on, let's go. That's how it's done, baby.
Can we get some horns? Can we get some horns?
W,
Some horns?
let's fucking go. Let's fucking
It
go.
shit happened. It happened so fast. We didn't even realize we was in a trade, boys. That
Let's
was
go. Day 4. Done.
fire.
Let's fucking go, brother.
Easy dubs.
Easy dubs,
Okay.
brother. Let's go.
What did we do here? We've longed off the first presentation into some buy side liquidity on the 15-second chart, and there's also a sell sign imbalance on the 5-minute, and our bias is bullish on the day. We have midnight opening range high at 67, and we have this volume imbalance to retest ahead of the 10 a.m. news. So there we go. We don't have to have the full target hit to make that bread, boys. We got it. We got it in the bag.
Let's go. That's what's up. But if you were still long on this trade, what would your target be? Let's say you have 2 runners going.
We're my target for today is 20,300.
All right. Okay.
But the next immediate buy side is this volume bounce again. I'm opening myself to another trade, but I'm waiting for the news. I just want to get a scalp in there. And I'm wanting to see if we can stay around the midnight opening range high to the midpoint on the news, and so we can target all this smooth liquidity here. So if you're still in a trade for runners and we hit this buy side before the 10 a.m. news, you need to take another partial out. And we can
Okay.
anticipate a retracement, and we can anticipate a run on this buy side. The the New Week opening gap high at 20,052, and the midpoint of this new day opening gap at 20,075 on the news event.
All right. Good. Well, at least you managed to secure the 200 for today, so that's beautiful.
Yeah, we locked in. That's good.
He made 400.
No,
not
but
400.
I mean, like the daily target of 200 is met, you know?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We
yeah,
can open
100%.
ourselves up to one more trade, but so long as we stay above the
200.
threshold of $200, then
Yeah, you
should
can
be no
reduce the
complaints.
risk maybe to 5 micros, risk 20
Yeah,
points
that's
or something.
what I'm thinking. If we drop it down to 5 micros, and if it looks really nice ahead of the news, we can catch a nice run. We can really hold 5 micros to 20,075, and that'd be what, $1,000 bucks?
100 points?
Yeah.
If it's 100 points, then it's $1,000.
Yeah. I can do it. I can dig it. Hope you guys, caught something with that. Now our eyes are on this buy side balance. If you're ambitious to trade ahead of the news, which is just PMI. I'm not really scared ahead of PMI. We need to see this
Famous
buy.
last words.
I'm not gonna trade it because I want to see what happens on it. But if you're trading ahead of it, you need to see this buy side balance here stay open, and we need to see it run immediately up into this.
I'm taking a long from there on paper.
We should not need to close in this gap ahead of the news. Really, would be way better if we don't need to come back down to the first presentation for everybody. But the volatility from the news will tell us what is going to happen. That's why I don't want to stand ahead of it, because I have it. If I had just one level that I want to key off of, like this, say this was the first presentation, I would be more comfortable with entering here. But because we have the actual, the first presentation all the way down here, the volatility from the news can, overwrite this, in my opinion. But we got a complete fill of that fair value gap and right into buy side. Pay attention to that. There's no there's no bodies in that range, only wicks. And we also are now producing a 5-minute buy side imbalance. I didn't know Restream was optimized for Chrome. I guess that was one of my.
Yeah,
English
Restream is
speaking.
good, man.
I gotta check out. I guess I gotta download Chrome again. It's, what's weird? My default browser on the phone is Chrome.
Yeah,
But
it's
when I
a
join
good
it on
browser, bro.
mobile, no. Look, when I join it on mobile, it makes me join from Safari. It
Oh
won't let me
shit.
use my mic. But it will only let you use your mic and headphones on Safari through that. Like I open it. I clicked on the link through Discord, and since my default is Chrome, it popped up on Chrome, but it wouldn't let me talk to you guys. It's so strange.
So weird, man.
That's why I was like, "What? Are you sure it's optimized for Chrome? Because they won't even let me use it on my phone on Chrome at all."
Yeah. By the way, Silent, do you still have the laptop with the Linux on it?
Yeah, yeah. I use that. I'm using that right now. I'll send you a picture of my setup.
Yo, so as someone who switched from Windows to Linux and now using a MacBook as his daily driver, do you think Linux is falling behind on the PC, or do you think that it is a good system to use? It just depends on finding the right distro for yourself.
The distro that I have has been solid. I've had no
Pop OS, I
problems.
believe, yeah.
Uh, yeah, yes, Pop OS. Oh wow, the DAO is breaking out right now, so this drop is likely fake. Okay, so we need to pay attention to this as a fake drop down here and a Judas swing for a rally if the DAO is sustainable on a run. So this could be an optimal entry. But yeah, I use the Pop OS. I think it's really solid, honestly. I enjoy it. There's I've not had, sudden you know like Windows updates, the bane of my existence. It's never done that for me. Like it's always gives me the option of when I want to update, and it's like, okay, I'll update now. It won't be like Apple either. How Apple is like, I'm gonna update
Yeah.
tonight, and it doesn't.
So
It's
basically,
like it
Linux
gets
is
scared
good.
to update or something. Yeah,
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 Linux
Linux
is
is
good
solid.
as long as you find the right distro for your job. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
there you go. Because lately, a lot of people have been switching to Linux. I don't know if you have noticed that or not.
I enjoy it. I think, when you switch over, I've thought about switching back over to Windows just because I enjoy. Um, well,
Convenience.
yeah, it is a little bit more convenient. Um, but I think it's the way that
It
I
it
have to
makes
use like
the
VLC. I have to use
yeah
VLC to watch videos. But it's just a small,
yeah.
just
It's
a small
the
adjustment.
my issue with Windows is it takes a lot of resources. It treats you like shit, and it installs a lot of bloatware on your system,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, especially in my case, I had, my computer's graphics card is going out, so the least amount of load that I can use on this computer is the better.
Yeah, but it's good. Now you're on the
Yeah,
MacBook. MacBook is using a Unix system, which is almost close to Linux. So you are living that Unix experience.
yeah.
You can use the terminal, feel like a hacker, install stuff from there. Life's good.
You definitely do feel like a hacker on Linux. I mean, I pay attention here, all right? So we're dropping down quite aggressively ahead of the news. So maybe we have a double distribution kind of idea. We run up on the first news just to take out buy side liquidity and revisit that volume bounce we've been watching, only for the news to send it lower, potentially into the low of this 4-hour fair value gap, and have a run on the new day open gap.
What is
There's
the
nothing
midpoint
really.
at 4 hours?
Sorry.
What is the
It
midpoint?
is just around 893.
Okay.
There's nothing saying, strong bullishness or bearishness. I can make a nice case for either one because we're so close to this bullish fair value gap. There's nothing wrong with delivering back into it, and then if it overshoots, we're gonna hit the new day opening gap. But Just I wanted to be satisfied on the weekly draw, but we don't always have to have that. You know, we've hit a smaller new week opening gap, and maybe we will save a run up into 20,100 to 20,300 for next week. We're just building a case for either side today, and we do have NFP tomorrow, so we need to be aware of that and be accepting of a back and forth price action on the day. Like, there's nothing wrong with them sending it even all the way back down to 19,600, and then going crazy and rallying it up on NFP into 20,300. How can we trade this? All right. On the open here of the news, do we pop up into the first presentation fair value gap, but stay below the midpoint at 933? If we stay below the midpoint on this jump up, we're going to get a strong delivery right immediately down into 858.
Wait, did someone leak the news or something? Price is moving radically.
Yeah, it's going crazy.
Previous daily.
Luke is lagging like shit.
It's he said previous daily high, I think.
So
But
we
you can
dropped
see
100 points from the high.
Yeah, boom, there we go. You can see how we got in our longs, got our money when we needed it to, got out, and then pay attention to this fair value gap here. They ran it up initially, dropped it back down, used it as inversion, come into the first presentation, dropped it down under south side, retesting it as a premium array. We've gapped open and having volatility spikes with top step X. So big players are in here. Are they going to be selling off of this first presentation fair value gap? Can we keep the bodies below 833 on the 1 minute chart? And do we need to draw into 835? If we stay below 933, this is bearish. If we can gap up and strike higher, the higher levels are in the cards. But this rejection from this buy side is not something you would want to see. Okay, and I mentioned the Dow earlier. The Dow just on the next open after that big green candle immediately sold off. So seems like the Dow was the Judas swing for the day, or sorry, the
Black sheep.
the turtle soup. They closed it above the buy side, whereas the Nasdaq and the ES could not close above the 930 highs. So I was using the Dow to lead me to believe that maybe we'll get a stronger rally, and the Nasdaq is just lagging so far. But they're pulling it back into the middle of the range on all the indices so far.
Oh, I like the setup, Silent.
Thanks, man.
3 monitors.
Yes, sir.
Maybe you need to get a big ass monitor once you get a payout or something.
I like Well, I would like a bigger mon. I yeah, I can't complain really. I was dealing with one. I was just using that laptop for like 2.5 years, trying
Now
to.
you're up to three. You can add a
Yeah,
monitor, and
literally.
it would be a big ass monitor instead of that small one.
But how, what does it feel like to have three, Windows tabs open at the same time on one monitor? Does it feel strange?
I don't know. I do one tap per monitor.
One tab for big monitor, like ultra
Yeah,
wide monitor?
yeah.
Yeah. Uh, I know a lot of people get the ultra wides. I just
You wanna get an ultra wide?
that isn't that what you were talking about, like the wider
No, I was
monitor?
just talking about regular 27-inch or something.
Oh,
But
okay, big one.
it makes sense to get an ultra wide since you have a MacBook.
Yeah. Well, maybe I can get a big one and just put it like behind all of them and just
Yeah,
have like
yeah,
a
yeah. That's
fucking
the idea, bro. That's the idea.
oh, like behind and above maybe the
Yeah,
Mac.
exactly. Above all of them, you know?
I get what you mean. And then I
Yeah,
have four monitors, but since it's ultra wide, it's equal to six. Oh my goodness.
exactly. Yeah. There you go. Look at that. Look at that. All right. So,
I'm
Silent, tell me,
enjoying.
are you looking? Are you trying to take a trade here, or are you just looking?
That's what I was gonna say. I'm enjoying the respect to the midpoint here. We've as we it's kind of hard to tell because Top Step froze here, but we dropped under the south side and stabbed under multiple times. We've approached the first presentation again, and so far we're staying below the midpoint of that range. So that's what I'm waiting to see. I'm giving it a little bit of time, because the news was so wonky. There was no there. It was not one-sided, right? It was, we basically just put in a doji. So I'm suspicious that this is just manipulation to the downside, and we just got it now. But I was enjoying the respect to the downside, because it was putting wicks into the first presentation. This final touch should have been, immediate drop, and we didn't. We closed above. Down close candle here, very strong, and above the first presentation as a whole. We're respecting the high to the midpoint now, so we're treating it as a discount array. Maybe we'll continue getting our draw to the upside. I don't want to get into anything just yet. I want to give it a little bit of time to
All right. We
to
hit previous
cook.
daily high and then it started reversing. Hope you guys did something with
Yeah.
that.
Giving it a little bit of time to cook here, just because the news was a doji. I don't want to get into a consolidation. Is what I'm trying to prevent myself from doing.
There's something else I would like to ask you, Silent. So, do you believe that you need a bias on the day in order to trade, or just trade whatever you see fit and then deal with the consequences?
Either, it both of them come with their um, pros and cons. If you're trading without a bias, you're opening yourself up to a lot more trades, and in the beginning stages, that could be good for learning and demo because you can track a lot of different entry strategies or a lot of different, you know, fair value. Say for fair value gaps that you like to enter, you can enter in say everyone that you like going into a very close proximity liquidity, if you keep doing those, ICT calls them volatility pinball drills. You can, appreciate price action a little bit better. But I wouldn't say that you should trade, with real risk or substantial size without a stronger bias, at least from a higher time frame perspective. That's why we're watching the 5 minute and the 1 minute and the 15 second, because you can gather a bias from the 5 minute or the 15 minute and trade that the levels on the 5 minute while entering the 1 minute or the 15 second for more precise execution entries or entries. And even though that it's only on the 5 minute, it's still deriving a bias from a time frame that takes more time to develop than just a couple minutes. So the 5 minute trends, they'll go for a significant, a couple hours. They'll last a couple hours if it's in a downtrend or in an uptrend. And you can get a lot of range from a 1 minute execution like that. If you're
That's what I
on
thought.
the 15 second or the 1 minute only, you're limited by your scope of what liquidity that you're used to trading. It's harder to always find the next liquidity if you're only looking on one time frame.
Yeah, I understand, man. That was a beautiful explanation. Thank you.
Hey, you're welcome, brother.
We got Endog below us. Don't forget, guys.
Yeah, so we mentioned that the news gave us the doji candle. We were enjoying the the closure above the first presentation, but immediately the next candle only wicked into that previous 1 minute fair value up that we were launching, and immediately closed right back below the low of the first presentation. Place
I'll
the
be on
doji
the
here.
stream, boys. Sorry
Close
to interrupt. I'm gonna leave
and-
now. Take care.
I'll see you later, Waleed. So we placed the doji here. We open, traded lower, and used first presentation of the premium array. And then we're continuing to trade lower. Nothing that I would really want to get ahead of and trade just yet. We're just only 10 minutes. So sorry, what was I gonna say? It's just 10 minutes after the news, so we've given a couple, 2 5-minute candles to print and give us a better direction. And it seems like maybe this was a suspect move now. Yeah. I'm not interested in trading this just yet because it's it's printing bearishness and then it ramps it up against everyone. Then it leads you to believe it's going to be bullish and then it drops it against everybody. I just don't want to get into something that's going to break or because it's consolidating, right? As we mentioned earlier, if we're going to be working this 4-hour buy-side balance, we're waiting for it to be used as an inversion array in order to target the new day opening gap. So in order for me to feel comfortable, I wanted a closure below the midpoint. We've already gotten that, but now I need it to display slower. So I need a fair value gap to be printed outside of this range on the 5-minute in order for me to feel comfortable shorting against this bullish level. because it was a doji, it's more likely that there was manual intervention and so that's why we're giving it some time to, print and get back on course with what's actually going to go. They're printing bullish and bearish setups, within the same range. So it's better to just sideline and wait for something more obvious on the higher time frame, which is the 5 minute. I'm also referring to the 15-minute chart and the 1 hour chart on my other monitor, but there's no fair value gaps in sight on the 15-minute or 1 hour that I would mention to place any significance on. Let's see if I have Chrome installed. See if I can pull it up. I think I do. How do you get multi-charts? You can it's either you can use it either from a TradingView subscription, but I'm using a Project X platform, so it basically gives you a subscription of TradingView with your platform subscription, and the way I access the multi-chart is just right here. It's select layout, and you can choose a plethora of different combinations. I will be right back. I'm going to join this stream from Chrome and see if it works a little bit better for me. Give me 2 seconds, please.
Yo, what up? Respect.
Let me share my screen meanwhile.
All right. So, like I said earlier, guys, at market open, we want to see manipulation down to previous daily high, then go back to previous monthly high, and then maybe continue going down. That's a scenario. But if it goes down, touches the new clear open, finds support, then we'll probably continue going higher. All right. So there's 2 scenarios: manipulate down, no. Manipulate, no. Just go back to previous monthly high, then crack through this, or find this as support and crack through that. Okay. Just waiting on silent right now. And today is the day before NFP, so be careful, guys. You don't need to trade. If you don't need to trade, don't take the trade, okay?
Can you hear me now? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, what up, bro?
I wanted to join it on Chrome and it removed that
Is that
annoying.
better?
Yeah, remove that annoying bar. So
Yeah,
thank God.
thank God. Go ahead.
Let's check out how we're respecting our first presentation now. 20 minutes after the news. Coming down and closing above it, we put in a down close candle and respected that down close candle as we came back up into this previous buy side imbalance. Really, in order for me to trust more significant moves than just redelivering inside of this wick, I want to get a closure above 955. We can measure this wick in case that happens. What we're going to be watching for is a closure above this wick here at 955. It is our 10:05 5-minute candle. If we close above that in the next 15 seconds, we need to respect that high to the upper half in order to deliver a rally up into 20,000. Yeah, I'm liking this. I'm gonna take a long here. I'm taking 5 off. And now we're just gonna let the rest ride up into our buy side targets. I just wanted to take a 5 micro position, but I entered with 10 and just took off 5 at the most recent liquidity, so I can reduce the risk and have a little bit of cushion on this trade. Because if we go to the target that we're looking for, we're gonna get banging a $800 day. Or sorry, $800 trade. If you haven't taken a partial yet, go ahead and take one. We need a strong push up here and delivery into these smooth candle bodies here. The close and the open of 945 and 950. You guys can hear me, right? The stream's going. Stream good? Anybody? I assume it is. I can see my stream on here. Yeah, I can see my voice. Delivering with some strength.
Say
See if we
again.
can close here. I was just making sure that you guys could see my screen and hear me.
Can you hear them?
I can hear you.
Okay. I guess that's good enough.
Oh, you were talking to Mayhem? Don't go short against those boys. We're gonna rip faces off here. It's better to wait for another entry on long than to short this. I told you guys we were gonna have a big winning day. we just gotta manifest it. We gotta manifest it a little bit longer, and we'll have one. Okay, come on, baby.
Nice one, Silent. You hit your daily profit of 800. Are you going to
Yes,
continue?
sir. I'm holding this position until the target, at least.
Okay.
I will trail the stop loss after we run into 19,993. There's no reason to do anything just yet. We can trail the stop loss to the midpoint of our first presentation array, though. There'd be no reason to come back there, which is the same level overlapping with this 5-minute wick that we're watching from 10:05. Okay. Enjoy this music, it's chill. It's the brain music. I want the 5 minutes to get a closer above the 19,900s. Or sorry, yeah, 19,990. This is gonna be so good. The Dow is so strong. The Dow is rejuvenating, boys. Couldn't even think of the word to say.
It's approaching 8:30. It's approaching 8:30 open.
Yeah, we're doing so good here. This is so fire. Good stuff, boys. If you guys are in, take you another partial. I'm holding. I'll take off 2. Let's take off 2. We'll have a $700 can't even speak. $700 day locked in regardless. And we're opening our target, our position up to a $1,400 winning day. Let's go, baby. If you're in trades with me today, if you're in longs, put some W's in the chat. Put some W's in the chat, boys.
Nobody's in
Nobody
chat for
wants to.
silent, guys. Come on.
You know you want to put a W. Thanks, Luke. Man, what a good day. I would just chill. We just literally have to do nothing and
This
just
guy-
let it go to a target.
This guy's like, why is this guy trading in a bar?
I read that. I was about to say something, but I was like,
Because I'm ready to
I'll
get
let Luke handle
my
him.
whiskey.
I'm gonna let Luke handle him. I thought. It's the Shisha live stream. Of course, it's in a Shisha bar.
Oh yeah, just a clarification. It's not a bar. It's a shisha place.
Cafe, Shisha Cafe.
Yeah, they do have alcohol, but they're fixing my shisha right now. That's why I'm sad because I'm waiting for my shisha for like 10 minutes.
It's they call it a cafe, just like how they call the where you go and smoke weed in Amsterdam. Like where Bud Cafe or something. They just go to coffee shops, right? Any cafe.
Yeah.
It's not a specific weed cafe. Right outside for a second. Had run to the car. Brenda's about to go in here.
I got my
Yeah,
weapon. I got my weapon back, guys.
What flavor?
Peach.
Oh. I can vibe with it. Do they offer mint or like?
Yeah, they have everything.
Gotcha.
So
I'm not
I
a
was
mint
about.
guy.
Wait, Mayhem, I can hear you, but he can't hear you.
Yeah, I can't hear you, Mayhem. Hope you're not getting liquidated by me. I
One
told
sec,
you, mate.
Silent, 1 second. What did you say, Mayhem? Oh, Silent. Mayhem is asking you, who the fuck gets a mint at a shisha bar?
I don't know, bro. Why would you not? You know, you gotta get the. I'm a menthol guy. I like the cooling on my throat. No, don't say nothing about that comment either, Mayhem. I know what you're thinking. How did you do today, Mayhem? I know you. I told you that you were gonna become my liquidity yesterday. So we want some strength here. We're printing a 15-minute buy side imbalance, so we can, either close around in this area or rally from here. The previous 15-minute candle will become our bullish fair value gap.
Silent Mayhem says you're looking at the wrong person for targeting liquidity.
Yeah, sure, buddy. We got Point Dexter over here. Actually, you're my liquidity, he said. I want to see some strength here. I don't want to see it, consolidate and then roll over, because we left this gap open at 10.13. If it's going to become a consolidation day, that's where it's going. So it'll get us out of our position. So that's why I mentioned that 15-minute chart. We want the 15-minute to that bullish array up here. Okay, do that. So if you're looking for a place to long, I would look here. I'm gonna try my stop to a little bit better than break even because I hear my daughter waking up upstairs. I'm gonna get her real quick. Be right back.
Silent Twin, she wants to see your face. I think he went to see his daughter. He will be back in a sec.
What's up? I'm back. Did anyone buy? Did anyone buy? Keep pushing this thing out for me, boys.
Silent. Twin
Yeah.
one, she wants to see your face, bro. You got
Twin
found.
one?
Yeah.
That's who Wealth Awakening?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll turn it on. Is it showing?
Wait.
I'll turn it on for a second.
Hold on, let me put you on the screen one sec. They can't see you yet. There you go.
What's up? What's up, boys? And Wealth Awakening? Is it Twin on Discord? I got my daughter here, so yo, the market is ripping. Let's go.
I wanted to enter a long, I missed it, bro.
At this point, I don't know if it's gonna offer me any more entries. It should start really rattling. I'm gonna turn my video back on. My face right here, but man is doxing. Kidding. I'll open it for you. Thanks, Mayhem. I knew you was gonna be the one to take a picture. Everyone too. Oh my goodness. I didn't get a chance to do my hair or anything. I just woke up like this. Just kidding. Okay, we're visiting the high of all this past equity. Let's take up one more, just in case our prophecy is not fulfilled today. We can at least lock in an $800 day. Now all we gotta do is sit back and relax. If you took a long at 980s, like I mentioned before, running upstairs, you need to take a par. You need to take more profit off than I did because you're higher up in premium, and they can easily come back and get you. She's asking about me again. Sorry, I turned my video off because I have my daughter sitting here with me. She said, "All I see is silent name on my screen, no face, but it's fine." She hit me with it. It's fine. No, I'm just trolling as well. Is that good? Did you sleep good? What did you dream about? Do you remember any dreams?
No.
You don't know. Oh. Did you dream about candies? I bet you did. Huggy. You don't want to hug me?
Take a breath.
Well. Grandmother right there. You done with this? You got a little bit left. Do you want me to give it to you? Yeah, I'll squeeze it. Is it yummy? You done with it? There's a little bit left, you sure? Yeah, I hold 3 bites left. There we go. You want to have your vitamins?
Yeah.
As we approach the new week opening at high, you need to start taking another partial at 20,052.
Silent, I joined alongs with you, bro.
Let's go.
We got out at thingy, previous monthly high, which is the high.
Do you think we will get another entry? He said. And another one says, Chris says,
Yeah,
are there any
Silent, take
good
one off.
one day to pass props?
Silent, everybody's telling you take one. Everybody's telling take one. Trust me, take one too.
Tell them to trust the process. 53.
Guys, you know,
I got a good one day
you
prop.
can't change his mind.
What's that, baby? So somebody asked about one day prop firms.
Silent, I said, even if you put a gun to your head, you won't take the partial off, and then Mayhem said, I'll put a brick on your head. I don't know which one is more lethal, but brick or a gun, but...
Thanks, baby. You want your vitamins? You want a banana? Two orange ones right there.
Chris, I answered in the chat.
Do you want a banana? You didn't answer me. Just too focused on the vitamins. Come here. Let me sit with you. You hear me? Hello? Anyone hear me? Oh, okay. Luke's was muted, so I had to ask the chat real quick. Yeah. Bruh. Get off my head. Get off my head about taking a partials. Why would I do that? Why would I take a partial? See you later, twin. Mayhem's gonna pop out of the screen and make me take a partial. Here, how about I trail it up?
Silent Mayhem is coming
never-
to
well,
you, bro.
I accidentally just closed the whole position, so. Oh well.
That's what you get, bro.
I know, I was trying to mess with the trailing stop loss and I accidentally closed it, but I went ahead and locked out. Oh well. We gave up extra $300, but we got a big winning day.
Good
That's all
stuff,
that
bro.
matters.
You wanted 700, you got 500 extra, bro.
Yeah,
Enjoy it.
big
Enjoy it.
big day. Nice one, boys. I was trying to try that stop up to the volume imbalance here. So if you're still in, trail your stop to 19,990 and watch this fair value gap to become support, okay? If you're looking to enter, this 5-minute fair value gap is where we need to see price rally from, okay? Doesn't mean enter right away, but if you can get an entry at the high here, that'd be okay. Minister Splinter himself, brother, sounds like a Point Dexter. I gotta put in a W. Gotta put in a. We gotta stop some Joeys in the chat as well. Stop some Joeys. No, don't press any buttons on there, please. Thanks, guys. Thanks for the dubs. Let's go. Big winning day. Now all we gotta do is flip a day, $200 tomorrow, and I'll be able to pay out. I'd be able to get a 1.5K payout Friday. Yes. RPG the 9 6. It's the fair value gap from 1035 on the 5-minute chart. We're already rallying away from it, so if you're not already in, I would be more cautious here. It still
Guys,
should
I wanna
rally,
make an
but
announcement. Here on Shisha TV, we have real traders taking real trades with the executions on that screen. And on the funded, not on paper. I'm chill, brother. So, one sec. Yeah, so this is real stuff. We lose real money, we win real money, guys. Okay, so stay. Like, I don't know why you guys watch other people. Just because they're famous, they just take your affiliates and then they just reset and they keep playing. Here, look, Silent just made 1K on his funded. So he's going to withdraw that tomorrow if he makes 200 more. God willing, he will.
with one mini. With one mini.
With 1 mini, but you technically did with 5 micros. So
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
held all those.
technically most of the position was 5 micros.
Yeah.
So that's fire. We caught, what is that, 50 points equivalent? We caught more than that,
Way
but
more than that.
yeah.
You caught
If it-
116, bro.
In relation to one mini, it's like 50 points in it.
Yeah, 416. But yeah, guys, so get your friends, join in. It's all free. We don't take shit from you. And we do this every day. Okay. Drop W's, drop
And
like.
it's not even 11 o'clock yet. We made our
Yeah.
money on
It
the.
hasn't even been an hour yet. Yeah.
Yeah. Now we get to go enjoy our day. Have you gotten along from that 5-minute fairway gap? Take another partial here as we're approaching the 20,053, the high of the Newick opening gap. It already tapped the high of it on the mini. Sorry, it didn't tap it yet on the micro. Where are you running to? I walk faster than you run, child.
Silent. Beautiful trade, bro. You made us 400 on the funded as well. Thanks, bro.
Thank you, brother. I'm glad to hear that. Everybody making dubs today. We stuck with the bias of a bullish. You know, our only trades we took were buys, so we only long today. We were okay with it dropping down, but we were also not, falling for the manipulation. Okay, we stayed convicted and held our bias through the manipulation of the news. Everything was outlined to a T. I think we did pretty good. Play exactly how we wanted it to. You do. What are you doing? Oh, you want to bowl like that? I'll make you some. Come on, I'll make you some strawberries. The strawberries. Come on. You didn't have coffee. She wants coffee. You want coffee or you want a copy? She wants to copy you. Yeah. Let's get you some, man. I'll get you a fruit bowl. They're right here for me. How many strawberries you want? You want what? It's leftovers, Eliana. Might be saying yucky. It's food. Put it back. Yeah. They already washed. I washed them for you. You want to go see grandmother? Okay. Come back to the computer. If you don't mind her sitting in there with you, she when I come see you. I don't have any problem with it. Delivered high of the previous day. First presentation for everybody got the blue shaded area. Now we're running up into our 20,053 target. Very nice. Oh, you just made me almost choke on my orange, bro. Yeah. That Trader Kane dude was the... Trader Kane was shorting this morning.
Bro, you can tell he's not an ICT trader or not profitable. Who would short like few points from previous monthly high? Who would short that, bro?
He was in a
Who
big
would short
position,
that?
too. Hopefully he scaled out.
I doubt it, because he wanted to go to zero. This is the thing with people, bro. They tried something with like 1 micro, which worked out for him. And like, fuck it, I know the market. Let's go with 20 minis. I'll enjoy that, brother.
Yeah, like also, yeah, it's plenty of time to partial. Plenty of opportunities. Man, what a day. That was a big dubs, bro. That's so far.
Yeah, I
told
think
you
we
guys.
could go chill in Discord.
Yeah, for sure. We can go
Unless
hop
you
on
want to do
Discord if
some,
you want.
unless you want to do some practice or something. It's up to you.
Yeah, I'm chilling. Pretty much, I just think the market's going to grind up all day, the rest of the day. Just grind up going into lunch, and then maybe consolidate for lunch, and we'll see what happens then.
All right, you chill, bro, and I'll bring the gross to you. No worries.
Great. I'm gonna hop in the Discord then. I'll see you guys later.
All right, take care, brother. All right, guys, that was presented to you. All right, guys, so we had a winning day today. Again, our win streak is at 34 winning straight days. I think we don't need to keep streaming all day. Like, we already made a KN plus. So if you want, let's go to the Discord. I'm gonna add the Discord link. So we're gonna be continuing the stream, but like chilling in the voice chat, talking stuff. So link is right here, guys. Shisha Traders. Join the Discord. It's free. Just come chill with us. All right. I'll see you guys in there. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.
Penny X. Fight!